Hello, everyone. My name is Brooke, and I'm here with George, Medina, and Storm. And today we're presenting our case research and strategy for Frozen Garden. Our goal was to identify a strong B2B growth opportunity, and we found clear potential in the luxury senior living market. We're positioning Frozen Garden as a premium whole food nutrition solution within senior living dining programs. From our research, we found that the luxury senior living segment is both growing and high value. These communities are about 30% more expensive than the standard options, with monthly costs reaching up to $13,800 and strong demand for high net worth individuals. There are about 3,750 to 5,500 luxury facilities, each with around 100 to 160 residents, creating an annual opportunity of $36,000 to $175,000 per facility. So overall, this is a highly attractive and scalable market for Frozen Garden. Before moving into our primary research, we want to highlight something really important. Frozen Garden is already delivering strong results. These reviews show real improvements in energy, health, and simplicity through whole, real food. So instead of reinventing the product, our strategy builds on what's already working. Frozen Garden isn't just a smoothie, it's a versatile whole food product line, including smoothies, bowls, and other formats that can fit into different parts of these programs. That's what led us to explore how Frozen Garden could be positioned as a food-based alternative to supplements in senior living. To better understand this opportunity, we conducted in-depth qualitative interviews with people responsible for food and nutrition decisions, specifically dining directors. We actually sat down with dining directors at a senior living community and asked detailed questions about nutrition programs, supplement use, and resident preferences. One key takeaway was that in a more traditional senior living communities, decisions are often highly cost sensitive, which makes large-scale adoption more difficult. That's what led us to focus more specifically on luxury senior living, where there's more flexibility to introduce premium food-based solutions. From these conversations, we learned that seniors enjoy smoothies because they feel comfortable and enjoyable. But dining directors are dealing with challenges like pill fatigue, trust and habit barriers, and a lack of appealing food-based nutrition options. There's also a clear desire to reduce supplement reliance, but currently there aren't many strong alternatives that residents actually enjoy. Based on everything we heard, many of these challenges are things we directly address in our strategy. We identified gaps like messaging being too consumer focused, a lack of clarity around supplement replacement, difficulty understanding cost at scale, and unclear integration into a structured dining program. So to solve this, we proposed a dedicated senior living microsite, an ROI calculator, clear program integration content, and positioning Frozen Garden as a supplement alternative. We'll build on these ideas further in the next section. Our primary persona is Alexandra Hayes, a dining director at a luxury, multi-state senior living operator. She's responsible for menu planning, vendor selection, and overall dining experience, and plays a direct role in whether new products are adopted. She cares about delivering a premium dining experience, improving resident health and satisfaction, and prioritizing food-first nutrition solutions. She's influenced by resident feedback, industry trends, and corporate leadership standards. Because dining is centralized in these communities, she's the key decision maker in implementing something like Frozen Garden. To better define our target, luxury senior living is characterized by premium pricing, elevated dining programs, and a strong focus on lifestyle and wellness. But more importantly, how we identify these communities goes beyond just cost. We specifically look for communities with centralized or managed food service, meaning meals are planned and served at a community level rather than residents cooking entirely on their own. This is important because some high-income senior communities are more independent and don't have structured dining programs, which makes them less relevant for Frozen Garden. We also prioritize multi-location or regional operators like Brookdale, Atria, and Sunrise because they allow for scalable implementation. So overall, we're targeting communities where both budget and dining structure support adoption. Our core message is simple: whole foods over supplements. Frozen Garden allows communities to improve resident health while maintaining a premium, lifestyle-focused experience. But importantly, this doesn't fully replace supplements overnight. Instead, it works as a complement within the dining program, for example, offered during breakfast, snack times, or wellness-focused menu options. This can include smoothies, bowls, and other menu integrations depending on the facility. This gives residents a food-based option that they actually enjoy, which can help reduce supplement reliance over time while fitting naturally into existing operations. And from there, we'll show you how this strategy comes to life across our media plan.
Building on that research, our team developed two key solutions, a dedicated B2B microsite and an ROI calculator. We chose both directly from the user test, where we found that while the health benefits were clear, the messaging still felt too consumer focused, the supplement alternative was not clearly explained, and the value was too difficult to understand at facility level. We chose a separate microsite instead of changing the B2C website because we wanted to avoid confusing the existing customers and keep the consumer and business journeys distinct. That also gave us a space to target luxury senior living chains more directly while reinforcing a more premium and scalable brand experience. We paired that with an ROI calculator because buyers needed a clear way to compare supplements with Frozen Garden in both cost and nutrition. Rather than just looking like an added expense, the calculator helps show Frozen Garden as a stronger whole food solution that is easier for decision makers to justify. From there, we mapped out a 7 touchpoint campaign journey that prospects from awareness to conversion through both paid and owned channels. We start at top of funnel with LinkedIn ads targeting luxury senior living directors with messaging like your residents deserve whole ingredients, not powder. From there, we nurture them through owned email drip campaigns and educational webinars that establish Frozen Garden as an authority in senior wellness. Mid-funnel, we drive consideration with a dedicated B2B microsite and sales enablement content hub featuring ROI calculators, sample menus, and case studies. Bottom funnel, we convert high-intent accounts through retargeting ads and personalized outreach, including micro-tasting events that let residents experience the product firsthand. Our funnel stays pretty simple. Top of funnel focuses on awareness and lead generation. Mid funnel focuses on consideration and education. And bottom of funnel focuses on decision and expansion through the account executive team. To support that middle stage, we created a 5 email nurture sequence that moves from awareness to cost education to social proof to operational fit, and finally to a pilot program ask. The goal is to build momentum without over automating, then hand off prospects to the sales team at the right time. We also created the Luxury Living Hub as a central content destination for both education and lead generation. On the organic side, it focuses on blog style resources, testimonials, and expert backed content, webinar promotion, and practical tools like the ROI calculator, all designed to answer questions that buyers had in our user test around nutrition, supplement replacement, and program integration. This organic content also supports our SEO strategy by building pages around topics like senior nutrition, supplement alternatives, senior dining trends, and luxury living wellness. Frozen Garden can rank for all kinds of searches that directors, dietitians, and operators may already be making, while bringing more qualified traffic into the microsite over time. From there, we use gated content like downloadable guides, webinar signups, and comparison tools that turn traffic into leads. Once someone fills out a form to access that content, they'll be moved directly into our email nurture sequence, which also helps turn content engagement into a more structured sales conversion. Finally, our micro tastings and trade shows help convert high intent prospects through direct experience. They give decision makers a chance to experience Frozen Garden in a more premium, hands-on way, while trade shows create space for live tastings, education, and in-person conversions with key buyers.
Before getting into our paid media funnel, we wanted to show a brief overview of what our targeting settings on LinkedIn can look like for this market. We included primary and secondary job titles, industry filters, company sizes, as well as a few company names of facilities that meet this ideal market. We also included geographic locations, including top states with luxury senior living facilities, what seniority levels we are targeting, as well as group layers within LinkedIn. At the top of our funnel, the goal is to get Frozen Garden in front of directors and dietitians who have never heard of the brand and plant the seed that there's a better way to handle resident nutrition. We want to do this via single image ads showcasing seniors enjoying our product and the benefits that it can provide, as well as industry publication sponsored articles. This will help us get in front of brand executives and help establish our credibility within this market. At the middle of our funnel, we want to begin engaging executives that have become aware of our brand via retargeting LinkedIn single image and carousel ads, as well as LinkedIn document ads based on topics that will build credibility in this space, like senior living eating trends of 2026, discussing nutrition and seniors and benefits of smoothies instead of supplements. This will aid in continuing to establish our credibility within the industry. At the bottom of the funnel, at this point, our goal is to get a signed contract or a committed trial order. The prospect knows about Frozen Garden now and has been nurtured and needs the final push to act. We want to do this via LinkedIn lead gen forms via gated content with content like how luxury communities are upgrading resident wellness. This content is a pre-formatted partnership overview that can be shared internally with their leadership. The form pre-fills via their LinkedIn profile and feeds them directly to a sales team that can close the deal. We also want to do this via LinkedIn conversation ads, creating personalized in-mail style messages to begin a one-on-one conversation to help make that final push.
On this slide, we're showing how our campaign operates across the funnel. At the top is our paid media strategy focused on LinkedIn and Google to reach senior living decision makers. We start with awareness through sponsored content and search, then move into retargeting and conversation ads to capture and nurture high intent prospects. Below that is our own strategy, including email, content, organic social, and most importantly, sales rep outreach, which plays a critical role in converting those high value leads into contracts. Before performance, we want to highlight that this is a fully built, detailed media plan across channels and funnel stages. We'd be happy to walk you through that deeper after the presentation. This slide breaks down our full funnel strategy. We allocated 39% to awareness to build qualified traffic, 33% to consideration to generate high intent leads, 12% to conversion to drive book sales calls, and 16% towards sales execution, including a dedicated sales rep that is key. They're responsible for following up with qualified leads and ultimately closing contracts. This ensures we're not just generating leads, but actually turning them into revenue. Each stage of the funnel has clearly defined KPIs. At the top, we're focused on impressions and traffic to build awareness. In the consideration stage, we're tracking engagement, downloads, and use of the cost benefit calculator. And we move into conversion, the focus shifts to book sales calls. And finally, on the sales side, we're measuring close rate, contracts, and overall revenue. And then in just 12 months, this campaign generates over 3.5 million impressions and more than 3,500 leads, resulting in 141 projected senior living facility contracts. We calculate this using a 4% close rate, which is a conservative estimate based on industry benchmarks, research, and insights from professionals in this space. With an average contract value of $12,000 annually, this results in approximately 1.7 million in recurring revenue. And that 12% value comes from a realistic usage model. If a facility serves just 5 smoothies per day, that's about 1,000 per month or 12,000 per year. And importantly, that's a baseline. Larger facilities scale significantly higher. From an efficiency standpoint, cost per lead is approximately $59, ROAS is over 8, and total ad spend is about $208,000. Now here's what makes this especially strong. We only need to close 21 contracts to break even on our entire campaign spend. Everything beyond that is profitable, recurring revenue. And with a projected 141 contracts, we're not just breaking even, we're scaling revenue significantly. Finally, we allocated $40,000 towards a dedicated sales rep, ensuring that every qualified lead is followed up on and converted efficiently. If that cost is already covered internally, that budget can be reinvested into media, further increasing pipeline and revenue potential. So overall, this campaign is designed not to only generate demand, but to convert it efficiently into long-term scalable growth. Thank you.